Did you know that keeping too much money in your bank account could actually be one of the biggest financial mistakes you'll ever make? It sounds safe, right? But what if that safety is quietly costing you real wealth every single day? While your money sits still, inflation is chipping away at its value, opportunities are passing you by, and your financial future is slowly shrinking without you even realizing it. In this video, we're exposing the truth banks won't tell you and showing you how to make your money work smarter, not sit idle. Your wealth deserves better than a savings account. Many people grow up believing that the safest place for their money is the bank. The balance in your account gives a sense of security. It's visible, easy to access, and seems stable. But what most people don't realize is that this sense of safety is often just an illusion. While your money may not physically disappear, its actual value is quietly shrinking over time. The main problem with keeping too much cash in the bank is that it doesn't grow. The interest rates offered on savings accounts are typically very low, often much lower than the rate of inflation. Inflation represents the gradual increase in the cost of goods and services over time, and when it outpaces your bank's interest rate, the purchasing power of your money decreases. In simple terms, the same amount of cash will buy you less in the future than it can today. Imagine keeping $50,000 in a savings account that earns just 1% annual interest, while inflation is at 4%. By the end of the year, you would have earned $500 in interest, but the real value of your money would have fallen by $2,000. Even though the number in your account looks the same, its buying power is weaker. This is why relying on the bank as your primary wealth strategy can be dangerous in the long run. It gives you comfort, but not growth. The safety you feel today can become a financial setback tomorrow if your money isn't keeping up with economic realities. Keeping large amounts of cash in the bank may feel secure, but it silently costs you real value. True financial safety comes from smart positioning, not passive saving. One of the biggest threats to your savings isn't something you can see happening in real time. It doesn't make headlines every day, and it doesn't show up as a deduction in your bank statement. It's called inflation, the silent force that reduces the value of your money over time. Inflation represents the gradual increase in the cost of goods and services. As prices rise, the purchasing power of each dollar falls. This means the money you're holding today will buy you less tomorrow. Even though the balance in your bank account may remain the same or grow slightly with interest, its real value, what it can actually buy, is steadily declining. Suppose you keep $20,000 in a savings account earning 1% interest per year, and inflation is running at 5%. At the end of the year, you'll have $20,200 in your account. But because of rising prices, you now need $21,000 to buy the same goods or services that cost $20,000 a year ago. In other words, even though the number increased, your real wealth went down. This erosion of purchasing power is the hidden cost of keeping too much money idle in the bank. It doesn't happen overnight, but its effects accumulate over time, quietly eating into your financial security. If your money isn't growing faster than inflation, it's effectively losing value. Protecting your wealth means making it work smarter, not just letting it sit still. When large amounts of money sit idle in a bank account, it might feel like you're being cautious and responsible. But in reality, that money is missing its chance to work for you. Wealth doesn't grow simply by being stored. It grows when it's put to productive use. Keeping excessive cash in a low-interest savings account often means letting powerful growth opportunities slip away. The financial world offers many channels where money can multiply over time. Investments in stocks, real estate bonds, or even starting a business. Unlike a savings account, these options allow your wealth to generate returns through appreciation, compounding, or cash flow. Compounding, in particular, is a powerful force. The earlier and smarter you invest, the more your money can grow exponentially over time. Consider this example. If you keep $100,000 in a bank account earning 1% interest, you'll make just $1,000 in a year. But if that same amount is invested at an average return of 7% annually, it can grow to nearly $196,000 in 10 years. That's almost double, simply because the money was allowed to grow instead of sitting still. This difference can shape your financial future. By holding too much cash, you're not just avoiding risk. You're also forgoing potential gains that could build real wealth, fund opportunities, or secure your retirement. Money that isn't growing is slowly losing its potential. To build lasting financial strength, it's essential to move beyond passive saving and let your money work for you. When a large portion of your wealth is sitting idle in a bank account, it may seem like you're in a strong financial position. After all, having cash on hand provides a sense of control and security. But in reality, overconcentration in one place, especially a low-yield savings account, can reduce your financial flexibility and limit your ability to make smarter, more strategic money moves. Financial flexibility means having the ability to respond effectively to opportunities or challenges. When your money is tied up in one place, you miss chances to diversify your wealth. Diversification. Spreading your money across different assets like investments, real estate, or income-generating ventures can help protect you from market fluctuations, inflation, or unexpected economic shifts. Imagine someone keeps $100,000 in their savings account. If a promising investment opportunity arises, or a sudden economic downturn impacts purchasing power, their options are limited. Their cash might be safe but not productive. On the other hand, someone who keeps a smaller emergency fund in the bank and invests the rest strategically can adjust quickly to changing conditions, either by seizing opportunities or cushioning against risks. Without financial flexibility, your wealth remains passive, and your ability to grow or protect it weakens. True financial strength isn't just about having money. It's about having the power to use it wisely and adaptively. True financial security doesn't come from simply saving money. It comes from positioning it wisely. Many people believe that the safest approach is to hold on to as much cash as possible in the bank. While having an emergency fund is important, relying too heavily on idle savings can prevent your money from reaching its full potential. Strategic wealth positioning means putting every dollar to work with a clear purpose and plan. The key idea is balance. A well-positioned financial strategy involves setting aside a reasonable emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses, while directing the rest of your money into avenues that can grow and build long-term security. This could include investments, real estate, business ventures, or other income-generating opportunities. By spreading your wealth strategically, you protect yourself from inflation, create new income streams, and build financial resilience. For example, imagine someone with $80,000 in savings. Instead of keeping it all in the bank, they reserve $15,000 as an emergency fund. The remaining $65,000 is allocated between a diversified investment portfolio, real estate, and other assets. Over time, those investments generate returns, while the emergency fund ensures stability during unexpected events. Strategic wealth positioning is not about taking unnecessary risks. It's about making smart, calculated decisions that allow your money to work for you instead of sitting idle. It gives you both security and growth, which is the foundation of long-term financial success. The truth is simple. Money that just sits in the bank isn't protecting your future. It's quietly losing power. Inflation erodes its value, missed opportunities stun its growth, and over-reliance on safety limits your financial potential. Real wealth is built through smart decisions, not passive saving. By strategically positioning your money, diversifying your assets, and letting it work for you, you take control of your financial destiny. Don't let comfort today cost you freedom tomorrow. Start making intentional moves that build lasting security and growth. Remember, wealth isn't about how much you hold, it's about how powerfully you position it. Your future self will thank you for the choices you make today.